got that adrenaline momentum, not knowing when I'm never gonna slow up and I'm ready to snap any momentum, thinking it's time.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Master of None. Before we get started, I just want to give a big thanks to everybody who's subscribed. It really means a lot and I do appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jack and this is Master of None Aggressive Inline, where I am attempting to go from zero experience to as close to master that I can at aggressive inline skating. Once again, this episode has taken a while to get up because my family has been over visiting from Canada. So with that and work, I've been really busy, which is why I'm doing this in the car right now. I'm an Uber driver, so I decided to utilize the time that I wait for calls to get this all done. So you might hear a bit of noise coming from the cars outside, so I do apologize for that. So as a few of you know, I have been following the tutorials created by Daniel at Skamidan Skate School and Skateshop. So I would like to give a big thanks to Daniel for letting me use his tutorials and his footage for my channel. If you guys enjoy my videos or want to try skating or just want to watch a few of his videos, the links to his channel and his tutorials that I use in this video will be in the description below. He's got a bunch of great tutorials for beginners and for advanced skaters. Now I did promise a short update segment at the beginning of each episode on the progress I have made on the previous episode's lessons, so before we get started, let's see how I've been progressing. So as you can tell here, I've taken a bit of a liking to the manual boxes. I've gotten really comfortable getting on and off, and have even started to attempt a few manuals myself, and I'm getting quite smooth at them. I'm really loving the slanted manual box as it's giving me a decent amount of air coming off, and it's helping me practice touching the skates and preparing me for learning new grabs. I've now gotten really comfortable with the jump in from both sides, so just showing you from a bigger ramp. I did successfully complete the sit-in a couple times. I've done it a few times here just to show you that I'm getting it consistently, it wasn't just a fluke. And I'm finding it's helping me get a lot of speed coming up the other side. A couple stalls with a 180, stall coming off backwards just to show you guys I'm getting smoother with the bigger ramps because this one's much bigger than the little one I started on. Drop in from the biggest ramp I found so far. Little stall on the other side, I was quite proud of that. I got really excited, maybe even a bit too excited. Next we go into the actual tutorials. He starts off in this one with showing us how to do 180s. He does do it without the rollerblades on at first, and I've done that a few times, but didn't feel it was necessary to show you guys. I'm a bit wobbly at it at first. I'm still a bit wobbly at it, but I'm getting better as time goes on. But at first he has you do it standing in one place, which just helps you get used to the motion. I did try it whilst I was moving a couple times, and again, got ahead of myself and ended up with a few bruises. Once I had the motions down, I started trying it whilst I was moving. Didn't fall as much now, until he starts putting obstacles in the way. Once I felt comfortable with this, then we moved on to jumping over obstacles. In his video, he's doing 360s with this, but even without the rollerblades on, jumping and spinning in a 360 was really difficult for me, so I wasn't ready for it, so I just thought I'd give it a go. With the 180s, I did realize after, when I was editing this video, that he's put a lot more distance between his obstacles than I did. So I did not give myself enough time to prep. Next we moved on to what's called the frontside grind. This was a lot of fun, and once I got it down smoothly a few times, it felt amazing. It felt like I was actually getting good at this. I was really proud. Again, a few times I got a bit overexcited and fell because I was a bit too busy celebrating, not paying attention to what I was actually doing. So at first he suggests you practice just jumping up into a stall just to get the positioning right. Even try sliding your feet a bit just to get used to the feeling of sliding. That went quite easily, so I just, once, as you saw, I just did it from the side because obviously you're turning into it when you're moving, you're not coming straight forward ahead. He does suggest going almost from a straightforward ahead angle to start with, but I felt quite comfortable coming from a little bit of speed, so I got a bit ahead of myself again. But this time it didn't come back to bite me in the ass. A few times on the smallest rail by the half pipe, and I felt really comfortable with it, so I moved on to the manual boxes again. For some reason, I feel really comfortable on these boxes, no matter what it is I'm doing, whether I'm grinding on the sides or manualing or just jumping up and jumping off. It went really well. Now next up was something called the sole grind. This is when you plant the sole plate of your back foot and the H-block of your front foot on the coping and slide with it. This seemed like it would be a bit difficult for me at first, so I started with something called the makio. Now the makio is when you only plant 1 foot sole plate, the outside sole plate, on the coping. So either your back foot or your front foot, depends on which side you're jumping up from. But you're also supposed to grab your boot. So I didn't actually worry about grabbing the boot for a while. I just wanted to get the sliding right, which I believe is called the freestyle makio. And then once I got that, then later on, another day, I started worrying about actually getting the boot down. I've got it down quite good now. As you can see, when you do start to plant the front foot, if you don't get the H-block on and your wheel touches, the rubber will jam up and it'll cause you to fall. So guys, that's it for the lessons of episode 3. Thanks a bunch for watching. Since the filming of the last 3 episodes, I have been trying to take the things I am most comfortable with onto bigger and harder ramps and rails. So I've put together a few clips of my first attempts at hitting the rail on top of the fun box in Krieger Skate Park, and as usual I have thrown in a few bails and bloopers in at the end. So thanks a bunch for watching, guys, and remember, if you want to see me learn something else, make a suggestion in the comments below. I will be drawing for the next skill after the next episode, where I will be learning some tricks in the halfpipe. I have a feeling it's going to be a bit of a bruiser of an episode, but it will be the last episode of the beginner tutorials playlists, and then I will be moving on to the advanced playlist. So tune in to see me finish the first step towards becoming the jack of all trades on Master of None. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
That was good.
I forgot to do the other. You got that. Ouch.